4 years ago, I did a blog post talking about how I was going to leave my nuclear physics job to do this full-time, to sell weapons. And a lot of you guys throughout 2020 have been messaging with all these sorts of messages with an outpouring of support on how I've been doing, how is the company doing. And this is just a video to say we are doing really well thanks to you guys. So thanks to all the support we've gotten, both locally and internationally. So if you go to our website, www.fireandsteel.ca, you'll be able to see on the About Us section, there's a link to a blog from the founder. That's myself. If you click on that, you'll be able to go back through some of the old blog posts we've posted. And I confess, I have been so busy these past few years that I have not been posting regularly. But I do plan to have a follow-up to that blog post that I'm referring to that I posted 4 years ago when I made this fateful choice to do this full time. When we started entering 2020, I was gearing up for probably one of our best years, so I thought. And then, who would have ever guessed that the pandemic would hit, right? So we had to very, very quickly adapt and figure out what the heck we're gonna do. And we're still trying to figure that out. It's a work in progress, probably, playing around with the different restrictions that seem to change day to day. But it's been a very, very interesting experience. And like I said, we're just so grateful that we have everyone's support so that we are able to still be in this space and to still be operating and thriving in this space. I feel like this year has been an adventure. So, I mean, it was an adventure in a pretty box, I guess, but with the box being my warehouse, but it was an adventure nonetheless. We have been doing a lot of social media work. We've been having a lot of time to reorganize things here. So I've been having a lot of fun, all things considered, with finally getting to do some of the things that I've been planning to do for a couple years now. So the social media has been the thing that has given me the most joy because it's given me the opportunity to connect to you guys even while there's no conventions for me to meet you guys at, or no events and no other things happening in the year. It has helped me feel connected to you guys. I won't lie, the years in between have been really challenging. In my blog post, I actually wrote about how my mother wouldn't understand my decision to quit a really good nuclear physics job to do, to pursue all this selling weapons. And growing up, I was raised in a very traditional Asian household. So for them to see me quit a very steady job as a scientist to be a weapons merchant was just not a thing that would even ever register as a possibility in my mother's eyes. So I think a part of the challenge in the past few years has been trying to seek approval for something that I don't think that my parents would ever understand, but also coming to terms with not getting that approval and probably not getting their full understanding, and then being okay with that. I think that has been one of the greatest learning challenges that I've faced over the past few years, on a more personal level anyway. From a growth perspective though, we've been doing great. I've been seeing a lot of you guys at the conventions and festivals and trade shows that we've been doing over the years. And it's been fantastic seeing every single one of you. You know who you are. Especially if you're watching this video, you're probably one of the people who have greeted us at our booth. And I am so happy to have gotten the chance to know each and every one of our customers who have dropped by. So thank you. Looking back, the whole experience, I would never give it up for anything else in the world. being my own boss right now and exploring something that I'm passionate about has been so rewarding and incredible. Despite any of the downs, there's so many ups with this experience that I would never give it up. And a part of why this is possible is because of the support we've gotten, the local support and the enthusiasm we've gotten from customers such as yourself, or if you're a customer watching this, from customers such as yourself. But if you're just a fan watching this video, just a fan of swords, we really appreciate that too, because without the interest, this wouldn't exist. This wouldn't be possible. So for anyone who's running a business right now or dreaming of starting a business, I would like to say, don't give up. Sometimes things don't make sense to other people, and things don't make sense to anyone but yourself. But I'm here to say, don't give up, because the only person it matters to make sense to is you. My mom and my family never understood this whole thing with swords, and look at where we're at now. And I also want to say, for the individuals who don't own a business out there, support local. I'm not even talking about myself. I don't care if you're from Australia, the UK, Texas. I don't care where you're from around the world. Support your local businesses. They do need you. You have no idea how much impact you make as an individual with each purchase choice you make. I remember 6 years ago, I was like probably any of you. Like, I was at my full-time job and I was watching YouTube, and I remember I wasn't very happy at my full-time job. I was in the nuclear physics sector, and I decided pretty much after working there for a number of years to just quit that. Now, I'm not saying everyone quit your full-time jobs. I don't want to hear about everyone quitting their full-time jobs as a result of watching this video, because it's not for everyone. But I remember our first customers, they bought stuff from my parents' garage while axes were like spilling out of boxes, and my mom was like vacuuming around mace boxes and maces falling out and swords all over the place. And my mom, thinking it was exactly like the most normal thing to just move a sword aside, just vacuum around it, and then move it back. And she was so unfazed and nonchalant about it. It was the funniest thing ever to me. But yeah, to go from that to this big warehouse with employees, it feels unreal to me still. That's why I don't talk about it. It feels really, really weird, and I feel so humbled to be here right now because it doesn't feel real to me right now. So here's to you guys. Let's get through 2021 together. Without you guys, this would not have been possible. So thank you so much for everything, and have a happy new year. Pretty good.